bouncing back this week. It was a rough one for our best bets last time around, but hey, it's a new week. Let's start fresh. What do we got?
Yeah, I mean, they both blew leads. It was whack. Jaguars blew 7, which is pretty much a perfect segue into this bet. Blew a 17-0 lead to friggin' Davis Mills. But starting off with Chargers, -3, 56.5% probability, 6% edge, -102, almost even money here. The top probability play in this game is actually Chargers money line. It has an edge of 4%, odds of -150. So just caveat that if you are just looking for the best bet in this game, it is on the money line. As far as probability is concerned, 64% probability makes it fair at -180. So it is value. I just know not everybody likes to play the juice, and we have an edge on the spread as well. So we're just going to look at that. Chargers got plenty of issues. We know this. We talked about it. Notably an offensive line made up of guys who are all bottom 5 at their respective position. Not a joke. But the Jaguars have even more problems, as mentioned, like coughing up a 17-0 lead to Davis Mills just last week. Projected final score, 24-20. And after Travis Etienne at 44% to score, no Jaguar is higher than 28%. It looks like it might be tough going for them to score. And the 24-20 pretty much implies 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. So, not going to be finding the end zone very frequently, I think, for the Jags. Chargers allow only under 1 passing touchdown per game, 5th fewest passing yards. It's just not going to be an easy game for Trevor Lawrence here. Travis Etienne is pretty easy to scheme out of a game. You've seen that. If he doesn't get big runs going, he's just basically plodding along, and they're not going to get the juice out of the run game if they can shut him down because Bashaw Tutin just hasn't really shown that he's like a clear second back who can do those types of things. Yep. So pretty much just all in on Chargers for that alone. Jaguars are just not an inspiring team, and while flawed, the Chargers just have so much more upside in my opinion, and based on the model's projections here. Props wise in this game, a couple good angles. Rondé Gadsden somehow already cleared for this after a knee injury last week, leaving early. Seemed like he was trending clearly towards being out this week, but he's already listed as active. Went from out to MRI to day-to-day to active before Thursday, which is pretty nuts. Meanwhile, McConkey popped up as questionable with an ankle issue. Quentin Johnson popped up as questionable with a quad. McConkey was a limited practice participant yesterday, so he'll probably be good to go. He's our top projected receiver in this game at 67 yards. 37% touchdown. Good chance I'm all over Chargers props in this game as well, though. Jags 2.3 passing TDs per game, second most in the NFL behind yours truly, the Cowboys. So should be a good game for Justin Herbert. Probably too late for him to get back in that MVP conversation, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has that type of game tomorrow on Sunday.
Feels like tomorrow. I just wish
it does. Yeah, I'm just ready.
Yeah,
I'm that ready for week 11.
Chargers, easy team to back right now. Jags, easy team to fade right now. Simple as that for me. I'm in. That's all it is. Let's go to game 2 here. Broncos catching 4 against the Chiefs. This one has held strong for us since our first episode earlier this week.
Yep. So I'm not going to break this one down too much more. All that analysis pretty much still applies, but 56.5% probability, 3.2% edge. I think this will be on the lower scoring side here. The model does have 54% to the over of 43.5. It is a really low total, so I'm not totally surprised to see the model projecting that. But the Broncos defense is a powerhouse. Chiefs are top 5 in terms of points allowed. I don't expect either running game really to get going very much. We actually have Hunt projected over Pacheco at 41 yards to 30. Probably Kareem Hunt's best projected game in some time, which is interesting. Broncos are going to be without J.K. Dobbins. They're actually looking at putting him on IR, so R.J. Harvey's definitely going to be looking to make his impact with the first chance as RB1. Projected for 50 rushing yards, 19 receiving. Pretty sizable, 41% TD probability. I'm sure he'll find the end zone because he didn't last week when I needed him to. So that just, the universal nature of things balancing out. But I think it's just not a very big offensive game here. And the Broncos, if they don't have like a really crazy offense, so if they want to keep this close, it's going to be pretty big defensive game, and that's why I just think it's going to be lower scoring. And I pretty much always say that like makes me like the underdog more than the favorite, and supported by the model here. Strong probability, not a crazy value, but 3% edge is still pretty good. Should be about minus 130 here or so, minus 140 for projections.
Love it. Yep. Feel as strong about it as we did earlier this week. Lock them in.
Mhm.
I'm in.
Yep.
All right. And we have a touchdown prop to add for our third best bet this week. And it's another one that got a mention earlier in the show with some of our betting angles. Jahmyr Gibbs, my guy. The model loves him this week.
It does. We got to look at it. Anytime I see a guy with 1, 2, and 3, I feel like I at least have to shout him out because the model might be onto something here. Josh Jacobs, we had him featured previously. He got 1, and he had worse odds than Jahmyr Gibbs does here. So he's at least, a great play for 1. Coming off a 3-touchdown game, scored twice in 2 other games this year. Dan Campbell knows Gibbs is a dog. He gets the ball to his dogs. Pretty straightforward. Eagles are solid at slowing the run, holding running backs to under 90 rushing yards per game. Do allow almost 1 touchdown on the ground per game, though, and they have the 27th worst red zone defense first back. So if they get down there, probably got a decent chance. Scatterboo tagged the Eagles up for 3 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs was the only Packer to score last week versus the Eagles. Gibbs should get 1. It's got the upside for more. Definitely play this, sprinkle on the 2+ and 3+, but plus 550 for 2+ from Jahmyr Gibbs seems very nice to me.
Yep. I have seen Gibbs start to get more and more of a share of this backfield all season long. We've kind of honestly documented it as the season has gone on, as they've gone away from a 50-50 split to turning him into a feature back. So no surprise to me, especially in a game against a real Super Bowl contender, right? The reigning Super Bowl champions here, that we're going to see a heavy dose of Jahmyr Gibbs this week. There you have it, folks. Broncos +4, Chargers -3, Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown prop for us this week. Reminder, you can get 50% off of Dimers Pro with promo code podcast to get all of these insights whenever you want, on demand. It's super useful during NFL season, but it's incredibly helpful with all sports. Trust me, college basketball is my favorite sport. I'm checking the site every single day to see where the edges are. Obviously, MLB just wrapped up, but it can help you find futures value. It can help you find props, whatever you are looking for.